Online ranked match. Five. Practice versus online special versus practice arcade practice versus online match. Battle Royale.
loaded on the front screen. Don't miss all the
It's time to heat up for the fight of my life. Show 'em what I got, cause you know that it's my time. Brought till I fall, boy. Give it my all, boy. Got me feeling like I can fight 'em all, boy. The time has come, the bell is no weekend here. You know that I'm a star, boy. My blood, sweat, and tears. I've been struggling for years. I'm saying I'm one of a kind and they ain't built up like me. Vision myself a champion, one day I might be. Proud of what I see from the man in the mid. A real freedom fighter, got a problem, what's the deal? Everybody know that I always keep it real. I fall down, I get up, I keep pushing still. They recognize I'm a champion. I did it all, even what they say can't be done. I wear my stripes proud, I raise my flag high, and I'ma stay free till the day I die. Survivalist, heroic as a tiger is. Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard-headed. Call me crazy, but you was not my psychiatrist. Been through a lifetime of strifing and struggling. Be the best, that's my covenant. And I'ma live forever, my legacy. Greatest of all time, that's what they gon' label me. Put in work, I did my... They like, keep on doing this shit. Started from the bottom and I'll never look back. Look at all my haters, y'all making a mess.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. Fight round. Fight.
We currently have a player on the winning streak.
Very, very unfortunate for Phenom there. A couple drops on both sides, but at the end, it's Lashar who picks it up. Unsafe die kick punish. 10 points going to reject.
Yes, unfortunate for Phenom.
Wish we could hear what he was saying because
Yes,
I have
sir.
no idea what happened earlier. I'd love to, you know, kind of put my ear, lean in and see what they're saying, but
That's why we like cup regular season, but 10-0 for reject, taking a strong option to come present at the playoffs later today. Now it is time for Tokido and JP coming up. But you know, it's the kind of thing in this team, when you play JP, you know that the opponent team plays JP every single day, right? So it's one of the matchups they can cover the best. The question is who covers this matchup. That team is Big Bird going to be the one going up against Tokido. We are waiting to give Phenom the mic.
maybe we'll get a run back with Angry Bird.
For the next match, we are gonna send Juicy Joe JP Classic.
Oh, okay.
Ready with that
Okay.
stare into the camera. So that means we are going to see the mirror match of the JPs. And funny enough, Juicy Joe's kind of like the established #1 JP in the world right now.
Yeah.
But it's a little different when it comes to mirror matches.
I'm surprised at this pick, but to be honest, I've seen Juicy Joe SFL, whether during his NIP time or his mouse time last year, very often going for hard call-out on matchups you don't expect. Right? We've seen him calling out a couple matchups you would not expect to see. Of course, at SFL EU, he defeated Valmaster in absolutely incredibly clutch way to qualify NIP to finals of SFL EU. And now he's taking on Tokido in a mirror match. What an interesting picture.
A mirror match, but you know, Tokido's record in SFL not as strong as Juicy Joe's. Juicy Joe winning both matches on Friday. His win rate was already 88%. Now it's probably in the 91, 92% because of those two matches, meaning he's 100% win rate in Street Fighter League World Championships. Tokido might be the one to stop that. I guess we're just gonna have to find out.
Yep, let's take a look. Juicy Joe is an incredibly solid performer for Team NIP. Whenever he plays, he gets points. And today, seen the problem with Tokido versus Angry Bird last time. And Trevor was like, you know what, guys? I can't dismantle him. I go to JP. I understand the strategy. But of course, same goes to Tokido. We got JP and could potentially swap characters. I don't think he will go for a cat JP in this situation. Strike silently. Got to love
Okay,
this.
in the pajamas as well, the ninja pajamas. Love the stripes. Definitely in season. We see the reject poster. We see the Juicy Joe win. Lots of fans that he's built this week with his performance at Capcom Cup.
All right. We're getting ready, and this is mighty important for Juicy Joe. Because remember, Team NIP is only sitting on 30 points right now, so they absolutely need more points. They absolutely need wins.
Yeah,
Stay
reject
alive.
slowly climbing more points. Like it's getting further and further from first place to third. We're gonna need this performance to start catching up to reject points.
All right. Players getting ready. I'm always curious. It's been tradition in SFL when you see Juicy Joe coming up, you know he's up to the goods. There's always a plan, Sherry.
There's always a plan, and his plan usually works out most of the time. Love seeing the pieces come together to tell the bigger story every single time he plays. And both of these players, I mean, JPs in general love using Lavushka. That's kind of how they get a set, but both of these players, I think, are like known to get that level 2 out there as early as they possibly can, whether it be to like destroy your drive meter or for the side switch, whatever it might be. Very, very useful tool, I'd say. Definitely considered one of the best level 2s in the game, aside from Machines and Blankas.
Yep, it's kind of the game, right? A lot of the characters who have install type level 2s, you know, like have been very, very prevalent in the meta. You know, even the characters who are less ranked in terms of tier list, like Blanca still has incredible usage of their level 2. I know JP goes, snap the level 2, take the rounds. All right. We are getting ready. And of course the crowd falls into silence. Juicy Joe versus Tokido.
The Street Fighter League live stream has started on the front screen. Don't miss all the action.
よろしくお願いいたします。実に光栄です。
Round one. Fight.
行け。
Round JP win.
After a bit of a difficult game, number one, he came in with a plan.
Good old reliable Juicy Joe. When it's looking dire, Juicy Joe has represented that he will get his team the 10 points.
Yep. One of the best, most consistent performers at Team NIP throughout the SFL. Now, we continue on the same fashion. Juicy Joe delivering once again. And now we are perfectly tied, which means this removes the possibility of an extra match. Daigo is not going to play on this team match. Now it's all up to Fudo. Which birds do you send against Fudo? That is the question.
I'm feeling like it could be Big Bird, but as you mentioned, Big Bird doesn't really like playing this position, right? So we might see Angry Bird come out again, because Angry Bird has represented many, many times that he's usually the anchor for his team. Big Bird looks a little too happy and not anxious enough to go against Fudo, so it might just be the Angry Bird.
Against Fudo, we will send Angry Bird, Akuma, a classic.
We're going to see Akuma Classic as predicted, although he did switch it up between Ryu every now and then during Street Fighter League EU, and we are going to see him versus Fudo, also undefeated thus far with his Ed.
What's funny about Angry Bird is that when he plays Akuma and Ryu, but he says it himself, he doesn't find Ryu that fun. He plays Ryu because
he gets the job
he's
done.
Efficient. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
He gets the job done, but he has more fun playing Akuma. So if he feels good, he goes for Akuma. He's like the matchup requires it, he goes for Ryu. It is the first to three. Angry Birds versus Fudo. A battle of titans between these two, and I'm looking forward to see this one, Jerry.
And you know what I really, really like about the team format is in the speeches, every single time they interview the players after, it's always just like, I'm doing this for my team.
Yep.
I know my team needs me, so I'm doing this for them. And that's so sick to play for something bigger than just yourself, because you have your teammates relying on you. And that type of pressure usually breaks somebody or it makes somebody.
Yep.
And Angry Bird and Fudo have been so consistent in the anchor position. It's clear that they love this pressure.
Yep.
They got their teams back.
It's kind of the thing, you know, what's amazing when you play a team tournament is that the fact that you got teammates means you want to go absolutely full force, you know, to make them happy. But you also know that should you make a mistake, they're also here to fix it for you, right? So
Yeah.
that's the beautiful dynamic of teams. And these teams have shown how tight-knit they are. Team NIP, of course, always trusting Angry Bird to deliver.
Yeah.
Fudo has yet to lose in this SFL World Championship.
Especially being in the anchor position, because like now you know this is it. You have to fight for your team, because if you lose, your team loses.
Yep.
And that pressure, definitely very, very difficult to deal with.
The thing for NIP is their strategy is pretty simple. They've said it during interviews at SFL EU. We send Angry Bird because he doesn't like FT first to two. That's why
He just wants the first to three.
he doesn't want the first
He
to
wants
two.
the long set.
Exactly, he wants the long set. And that's what they do. So let's see. Fudo looking at his notes.
Akuma, no health. Dream combo, 80% on Akuma.
Yep. And here he wants and he's dead. The things you see. Let's go. Focus pre-match.
Yeah, definitely something you can always expect from Angry Bird, the focus, the discipline.
All right.
Going through the button check here on the character select screen. Angry Bird looking as ready as ever. Fudo settling down right now.
There we go. Player match number 3. It is the anchor match for 20 points. First to 3 between Angry Bird representing.
Started from the bottom and I'll never look back.
Okay. My full team. You see them talking Daigo.
I mean, it's kind of, I lost, I could ask Daigo, Tokido for advice. What a great time to be alive, and there's just Lishar behind.
Oh man, this is so important. Fudo actually had to go there and sit down to have a team meeting.
Yeah. Emergency meeting. You press the red button.
And he perfect parried me. Uh-oh.
If you from where I'm from, you're not supposed to make it. The opportunities arise, so I gotta take it. Too many people in my corner, so I gotta make it. I'm in it for the love of winning, spot a road of hatred. They gon' say what they gon' say regardless. Not afraid to fail, I try my hardest. Power up, the time is now, I got this. I'm on fire like the dock. Y'all tired of playing the sidelines. Gotta make my own highlights. It's time to heat up for the fight of my life. Show 'em what I got, cause you know that it's my time. Brought till I fall, boy. Give it my all, boy. Got me feeling like I can fight 'em all, boy. The time has come, the bell is rung. No weekends here, you know that I'm a star, boy. My blood, sweat, and tears. I've been struggling for years. I'm saying I'm one of a kind, and they ain't built a wear my stripes proud. I raise my flag high, and I will stay free till the day I die. I've been a failure, I've been a success. I'm like a diamond, I shine under pressure. But life's been trying me, I learned all my lessons. I realize I gotta kill all my blessings. I'm working hard every day to be a better man. Practice makes perfect, that I'm already a veteran. I suffer from defeat, so success is my medicine. Destined for greatness, so you know that I'm back on my feet after I fell down. Always ready for a fight, never back down.
He's not
gonna lose. 3 times anchor position, still undefeated 100%, has secured the 20 points every single time he has to come up to play. There's Fudo's wife, the support.
Always there for the support, and Fudo can celebrate that victory. Excellent one for Reject. They are, with this, they are pretty much
They're at 90
guaranteed, unless
points.
they get destroyed by bandits later, they are pretty much guaranteed to be on the home side for the playoffs. An excellent performance by Team Reject. And you know, in SFL, the team that is the scariest is the team who has an anchor who does not lose. We've seen MENA losing, we've seen NIPs, anchors lose as well, but Fudo has yet to feel even annoyed. He's just playing his game.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier that the gap is just getting larger and larger from first place and last, and this definitely made the gap larger because Reject means now they're sitting at 90 points, and that means Ninjas in Pajamas is sitting at 40 points. That's a 50-point deficit. There's going to be a lot of cards that need to happen that come.
3, 2, 1, let's go. I belong in the #1 spot.
So, I mean, NIP right now is pretty simple. They have no win on the board. They absolutely need to beat Bandits with as much difference they can, like a good 40-0 on Bandits, and they need Reject to beat Bandits. So their fate is not fully between their hands.
今
Let's
回
go to the
リ
winners.
ジェクトチームアウェイ側で、まず梅原選手から、アウェイ側でやっぱりその順番期待通りに来ましたか？
相手の順番ですか、重視上が時々行ったのはちょっと意外でしたけど、まあそれ以外はあり得るかなという感じでしたね。
はい。So I asked if they expected that order, and he said that Juicy Joe was a bit of an anomaly. That he didn't expect Juicy Joe to appear there, but they worked around it. そして後ろから見てアドバイスあげたり、なんか一体どんな気持ちでしたでしょうか？
でももう本当に自分のチームのプレー、まあ相手のプレーヤー相手もすごい動きは良かったんですけど、こっちのチーム動き良かったんで、特にアドバイスする内容も思いつかないぐらい、いい試合だったなと思って見てました。
はい。So I asked him what it was like watching from the back, giving advice, watching how the team were performing the movement, and he said they were moving really well, they were performing really well, doing all the things that they prepared. He didn't even really need to give advice for certain situations because that's how good they were playing. そしてフード選手。はい。はい。最後の3先セットで5機倒してそうですね、結果的にはいいんですけれども、やっぱり自分の動きをちゃんと出せたと思いますか？
そうですね、そもそも誰が来るか本当に分からなかったんですよ。アングリーって基本出るのかなと思ったんですけど、一昨日の時とか控えだったりとかもしたんで、誰が出るか分からない状態だったんです。誰が来ても大丈夫に一応仕上げてきたんで、そういうなんか気持ちが良かったのかなと思います。
はい。So I asked him, if he was happy. I know, of course, they're happy with the win, but was he happy with how he played? Sometimes when you win, you're still uncomfortable with what you had to do, but he's comfortable with that. He actually wasn't sure about the Angry Bird selection, if Angry Bird would be who he went up against, but it kind of worked out, and yeah, he's obviously comfortable with the win. そしてリシャード選手、2-0スコアで勝って、試合終わった後の感想をちょっと教えていただけますか？
嬉しいですね。はい。
それはそうですよね。嬉しいですよね。やっぱり自分の動きはちゃんと出せたと思いますか？
ちょっと体育が出なかったからそれがやっぱちょっと足りないだと思います。
はい。So he said he's happy with the match, but he wasn't able to anti-air the way he wanted to. He's a little bit disappointed with that, so I asked him how he feels about his performance. そして最後、大将、時戸選手。はい、JP 対決はいかがでしょうか？
日本の JP 使いすごい多く強い方いらっしゃるんで、そことかなりやっていただいたんですけど、やっぱ緊張もあってかコマンドミスがすごかったですね。
そうでしたね。はい。So I asked Tokido how he feels about the JP matchup. He said that there's a lot of JPs in Japan. He's practiced the matchup, was prepared, but maybe the nerves got to him. He was missing a lot of stuff that normally he doesn't miss, so he's very, very aware of that.
Juicy Joe 選手強かったです。
And Juicy Joe was very, very strong. 続いて次の試合、バンディッツとの試合の意気込みについてちょっと教えてもらえますか。
はい、一旦3勝できたので、次のステージには進めるということになったんですが、全力で叩き潰しに行きますんで、次の試合も期待してください。
So I asked him how he feels about going up against Team Bandits, and points-wise, they're really doing well. They just need this one to lock it in the bag, and he says they're going to give it their full power to try and get the W here at the SFL World Championship. Team Reject ありがとうございます。大きな拍手をお願いします。
ありがとうございます。
インタビュー終了となりまして、実況の方へお戻りしましょう。よろしくお願いします。
A team that has been consistently delivering. Cherry Team Reject, you can see all four happy to be there and to get more points, and all they said is we need more points, we're going to get more points against Bandits.
Yeah, and I like how much of a competitor mindset Lashar had, because he's like, yeah, I won, but I didn't get my anti-airs like I wanted to. So we always strive for that perfection, right? And Lashar is that type of player. And as we look at the group stage, we can see the points here. You can see Rejects dominating with the +6 round lead. You see the 3-0 point win-loss as well. 1-1 with Bandits, and you see the 0-3 from Ninjas in Pajamas. Very, very difficult position for them to be in. They are going to have to fight most likely for that second place. But before we get into more Street Fighter 6 actions, let's shout out our sponsors real quick. So, Teo Holdings, we are pleased to announce campaign information from our prize supporting partner, Teo Holdings. Teo Holdings is the world's leading company of solder resist, a green insulating ink that covers the surface of printed circuit boards assembled with various electronic components, protecting the circuit patterns.
And during the Capcom Cup event, a special booth dedicated to Teo Holdings will be set up in the entrance area. Take on the mission on the back of the flyer distributed at the entrance and get your hands on a Street Fighter 6 collaboration sticker at the Teo Holdings booth. We look forward to seeing you there.
With the cute little Blanca Chan green, but also the Collab Bike Volume 2 is here. The collaboration between Jury and Suzuki's ultimate sport bike, the legendary Hayabusa, one of my favorites, has come true. During Capcom Cup 12, the collab bike will be on display at the Suzuki booth on the first floor of Ryogoku Kokukan. Sit on it and get a special postcard featuring an original illustration by Kenyaku, well known for his comic series, You've Got This, Jury. You will also get other collaboration giveaways in the Suzuki booth, so be sure to stop by, because you know I'll be there as well.
And this is the Rexa Gaming Monitor RMG278R, officially certified as the official monitor of Capcom Cup 12. On this global stage where the world's top players compete, the RMG278R was selected to accurately display the critical moments that decide victory or defeat. With its fast response performance and Rexa's advanced display technology, it minimizes motion blur and display lag even during intense gameplay. The RMG278R is a gaming monitor chosen for top-level competition, designed to support players at the highest level.
And Storm Collectibles is a figure designer and production company from Hong Kong, which makes high-quality, officially licensed collectible action figures and specializes in fighting games. They bring classic and iconic gaming characters back to life. Also, keep up to date on the blockbuster games like the Street Fighter series from Capcom. Storm Collectibles product quality is at the standard meant for the true collectors, with high likeness to the finest details from the head sculpt to the body, articulation, and accessories. Check out the Street Fighter character figures on their website.
For more figures, presenting a re-release of the popular 1/6 scale figure of Chun-Li, the first entry in the figure series project based on original illustrations by Akiman. This project brings brand new illustrations drawn by Akiman, the illustrator who helped create Street Fighter 2 and Chun-Li to life as figures. The figure is based on the back cover illustration of a medication record book that was created for a 2022 collaboration with Momochi Hama Dispensing Pharmacy. Originally released in 2024, the figure of Chun-Li was well received by fans for both its quality and impressive size, and is now back for re-release due to popular demand. Produced by Japanese figure manufacturer Max Factory under Akiman's direct supervision, this rendition of Chun-Li faithfully brings the beauty and charm of the original illustration to life at an impressive height of approximately 26 centimeters.
And the re-release will feature the same quality as the original figure, living up to its premium price tag. Pre-orders are open until April 15th, and the figure is scheduled to release in August 2026. Be sure to pre-order yours on the Good Smile Company online store or at other Max Factory authorized retailers.
Last but not least, thank you to SteelSeries for another year of sponsorship with the Capcom Cup. The SteelSeries Arctis Nova 7 Wireless Gen 2 is the official headset of this year's Cup and is being used throughout the event. The SteelSeries Arctis Nova 7 Wireless Gen 2 headset is the official headset of the Capcom Cup with 50 plus hours of battery life, premium steel construction and USB-C plug and play for virtually any platform you game on. A headset that packs a punch, the SteelSeries Arctis Nova 7 Wireless Gen 2 has hundreds of game presets available through the mobile app to make sure you're getting the best sound possible no matter what game you're playing. Shoutouts to Capcom Cup sponsor SteelSeries. Make sure to check out their booth here in the venue to test products, play Street Fighter and more.
And we are back again. We are going to go on break somewhat shortly, but the Street Fighter 6 action is not over yet because we still have Bandits versus NIP and then Reject versus Bandits. And after that, we will finally have the determination of the top two teams that go into grand finals today.
Absolutely. Playoffs there, of course, later today at Street Fighter League World Championship. Once again, today we decide of a champion for the SFL World Championship. The champions, 4 players, will all be qualified to next year Capcom Cup. All of the players today are already qualified to EWC, as every single World Championship player will be at the Esports World Cup later this year in summer in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. For now, it's all to play for, of course, $100,000 for the winners, along with the big qualifier to Capcom Cup. Lots to play for, and so far we've had banger matches already.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the JP Mirror match, a little unexpected here, but also, but I don't know. It worked out in their favor, but Fudo versus Angry Bird, I would like to see a bit more of Big Bird. I feel like we don't get to see Big Bird play as often, but that's also because I'm a Big Bird fan. So, you know, we couldn't get enough of him in Capcom Cup, but I'd love to see him more in Street Fighter League, which we might see because, again, they are still going to play against Bandits next round.
Yep, that is actually the next match, Bandits versus NIP, the last chance for NIP to stay alive in this tournament, and or a chance for Bandits to still have a shot at the home position on the playoffs. So always mighty important matches there. Team NIP maybe underperforming, I mean, compared to their usual standards, but obviously the level of play is so incredibly high. They've got some time to get ready for the next match. It's going to be important because Angry Bird not delivering an encore is not something you see all the time as well, and that's when the team play comes in. These guys, they definitely here, they clutched the win. If you guys had missed the SFL EU finals, that was an incredibly clutch win from Team NIP, who was just fighting the odds. They had to go through the bracket as well. That was an insane run for them, taking down Mars and Ending Walker, who was invincible for the entire season. But Ending Walker now watching and cheering for them. They got to at least, you know, give him back something.
Yeah, of course, and that's really good lore, because like Reject and Bandits, they were in their seasons, they were actually so dominant that they stayed #1 for a pretty long time, especially when they went into the playoffs and into grand finals. But it was NIP that had to fight through, again, from quarterfinals all the way into grand finals to win all of SFL EU. And looking at the group stages, again, we do see what we were talking about. NIP down 0-3, Bandits 1-1, Rejects 3-0. We're going to have to see how Bandits and Reject approach each other in this next, at the very end, because we're going to see Bandits and NIP first. But that win-loss might change up some things on who goes first and second.
Yeah, that's going to be mighty important. Only 2 team matches left in that group stage. You can see it is in order: Bandits versus NIP first, and then Reject versus Bandits to decide who will be there for the playoffs. Excellent matches coming up here on the last day in an absolutely jam-packed venue here at the Rio Kugokuikan. The passion Japan has for Street Fighter League is second to none.
Yeah, I mean, the fans are amazing. We walk in and everybody waves hi at us. Like the cheering, it's so consistent. And it's funny because they tell us that you can't skip the intro scene. Some players, you know, they like mashing and skipping on the intro scene, but there's a reason why they force the players to go through the intro scene, because you can see how hyped the crowd gets over it, and it's definitely like Street Fighter 6 has done really well for the fans out there.
Absolutely, it's a different world in there. And look at the schedule, of course. Bandits versus Ninjas in Pyjamas. Up next is going to be me and Yipes, and then Rejects versus Bandits. I think it's you and Senkola for this one.
Yes, it'll be me and Senkola. So you're staying on, actually.
I'm staying on. I'm not moving from this chair. I'm there for more games, and I will be there for more games for the entire day. Rejects versus Bandits, you you are blessed with the final game of this group stage, Sherry, and then finals, I believe, will be Vicious and Jammers carrying the hype for this one. Looking forward to this, and you know the entire crowd here is looking to make some noise for the Japanese players. But with this, we are getting ready to take a very short break to give some time to the team, swap commentators, get a drink, get a snack, and get ready for more Street Fighter 6 action. It's been an exceptional week here at the Ryokugo Weekend in Tokyo. We've had an amazing amount of fun watching Street Fighter, whether it was Capcom Cup or the World Championship. But right now, Sherry, it is time to take a break, and we'll be back with more games. It's gonna be NIP next. See you in a few.
本日のこのヨーロッパ代表の
There we go, Phenom in there. The guys are there between this team as they're about to join. And lineup was like it's over. See you at World Championship.
I mean, how many fighting gods can you have on a Phenom? Let me turn around. Big Bird, usually the coach here. So let's see how this goes. We are about to get our first match start.
Got to love that crowd, man. Got to love that crowd. Polishar, and he goes for the level 2. Hey, simple combo, doesn't go for the dream, but still big damage on this. One more hit needed. Polishar, the tech is successful, but that fire arrow was a bit too big of it himself out, and he's looking for the one, but that unfortunately is not going to work. Leshar, for simple conversion there, not sure if he would keep with a level 2. Oh, and the bad dive kick there, level 2. Oh, and the bad dive kick there. Leshar remains slow and steady, solid. Back 10 points.
Different when it comes to mirror match.
I'm surprised at this pick, but to be able to fight, he knows not to be taking advantage of this right now. He knows that he's very scared and he's looking for more. My God, this is level 2. Can you block your own mixes, my friend? Of course you can.
Juicy Joe is definitely activated. Oh, that's certainly it. Oh, that's certainly it. Certainly it.
Perfect.
As ever, Fudo settling down right now. Corner, but is this going to be enough? No, level 1 on the brink. Fudo, wake up, ODDP. Like, oh,
is he going to be in that second bar? No, he's not. And the move back is going to work in Fudo's favor, bro. This is your last chance to find an opening, but Fudo's happy to block. The challenge is going to be there with a dominant win. He's so freaking good, Sherry. He's not gonna lose.
He's not gonna lose. 3 times anchor position, still undefeated, 100%. Has secured.
続けてもやってみるもんじゃない。例えばこれ浮かぶ植物。ちょっとでも世界が明るくなるようにっていいでしょう。挑戦の原動力って楽しむことだと思うんだよな。ね、ヌルゼツエン隊さん。楽しんだもん勝ち科学ナイスヒット。
楽しむ太陽ホールディングス。
Red Bull gives you wings. Red Bull gives you wings.
Takayama-san, we wanted to officially invite you. Do you accept the fight? Yeah.
All of us, we're going to do our best to honor the characters and to bring them to life in the best way they've ever been born. Ever.
制作している監督はじめみんなそのストリートファイター大好きで自分たちと同じようなファンでいてくれてるという子がすごく安心材料の一個で
We're all big Street Fighter fans.
I played it on my PS4, my PS5.
I was obsessed with Street Fighter. I just hit the button so fast and then see what happens.
すごく難しいことをすごくスマートに達成してくれてると思ってます。自分が知ってるストリートファイターはこれだ。
Nakayama knows Street Fighter better than anyone.
He was the guy who brought us a modern Street Fighter and he wants to play. Good luck. but it's definitely no fair. He knows things.
Okay. Yeah, one more.
Guys like me can make some good cash putting their bodies on the line. Besides, I'm used to being hated. Though, lately, I can't help but thinking. Seemed like a